Hey, high school, what's up? Hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're staying healthy, staying safe, but kind of just as importantly now is I hope you're finding stuff to do. I hope you're coming up with things to do to busy yourself, to keep yourself occupied. Braxton and I have been working outside. As a matter of fact, today we were working on a fence and he was helping me. He had his hammer, he had his tools, we were doing some stuff. And I had cut a piece off the top of the fence post and it fell on the other side. And so I just kept working, and in my head I'm thinking I need to use that piece for later. Well, just a couple minutes after that, I heard Braxton with his hammer, he's hitting that piece of wood. So I peek over the fence and I just say, hey man, hey bud, I'm glad you're using your tools. Just please make sure you don't break that with your hammer, because daddy needs to use that. I have to use that for a project for later. And his response was this: I'm not trying to. And my response back was this: I know you're not trying to, but I need you to try not to. And in that moment, man, it occurred to me that's exactly how we interact with God a lot of times. God sees something coming and he says, hey, I see something coming. I need you to not lose your patience, or I need you to not fall to this temptation, or I need you to not lash out. I know you're quarantined with him. I need you to not lose grip on this. And our response back to God is always, God, I'm not trying to. And I think God's response to us back from that is, I know you're not trying to, but I need you to try not to. Man, it's so easy, especially now, it's so easy to lose patience with people you're quarantined with. It's easy to fall to temptation when you have a lot more downtime. It's easy to spend your time just being entertained and not spend time with God during this whole thing. It's easy when you have more idle time to get into some trouble or to get into some internet stuff you're not supposed to. And I think a lot of times we look at our situation and we look at the temptation and we say, I'm not trying to fall to this. I'm not trying to do bad here. And God's response is, I know you're not trying to, but I need you to try not to. In Ephesians 6, the Bible tells us if we put on the full armor of God, that's going to help us take a stand against the enemy, against the devil when he comes against us, his temptations. And so my challenge to you today is, are you taking time to put on the armor of God so that you can say to God, God, not only am I just not trying, I'm not trying to sin. I think by us putting on the armor and by us taking time to spend with God and to make sure that we're spiritually ready, I think we're telling God, God, I'm now trying not to. And I think in those moments, man, I think that's when we have those moments where we can stand before God, and when the temptation comes and it bounces off of us and it hits the armor before it hits us, and we can tell God, we can say, man, not only am I not just not trying to sin, I'm actually trying actively to not fall to the temptation or to lose my patience or to go to those internet sites. Man, I'm trying not to. And so that's my prayer and that's my hope for you guys. I love y'all, and I hope you guys, once again, I hope you're getting a lot out of this. I hope that God's turning this into something amazing for you during this time. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see y'all later.